Hi guys, good morning. Let's have a quick look at US30. Nothing much today to really talk about just because look at that. Just look at that. So literally I didn't trade anything yesterday, and I do actually want to take this time to tell you guys that it's okay not to trade every day because some time ago I will be like every day 24/7 like just staring at charts like they would be on my big screen, they will be on my laptop, and I'll just be watching them. It's like such a bad addiction, and I think it's good practice to just set alerts and understand your bias. I think that's the main thing that's kind of helped me in my trading journey is to do this. Like what I do on a daily basis, just do a day analysis of whichever pairs that you're looking at, and understand what you're looking for. Are you looking for buys? Are you looking for sells? And then set your alerts. Like if you're using indicators, you can do indicator alerts, or if you have a certain area of interest that you want price to go to before you're going to be even looking at entering, then set an alert towards that area and then just wait it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, do not sit there, stare at the charts, and then try and force a trade out because you will be stuck in a trade that you don't want to be stuck in. And that's really frustrating because you'll be like, okay, I want to just exit it. I'll just wait for a better entry, but the exit is never coming because price is never going your way to get a clean exit out. You know, so this was just like this is on at 1 hour, and you can see price is just teetering in this range since like yesterday, and you can see it did do a fake out there. It took out liquidity on the buy side and the sell side, and then it's just teetering back in that range. So I was just literally this was like two o'clock candle, I think, like 2 o'clock, yeah, about that 2 3 o'clock, like New York open timings. So I mean, of course, if you just drop it down to the lower time frame, guys, you could have maybe found something worth trading. I don't know, like this small quick scalp, I guess. That was like pin bars, I would have thought, but nothing. I was not watching the trade. So this was in the morning today. So clearly not really seeing it. This was yesterday, whatever time this was. No, this was also in the morning at 4 o'clock. Like, just look at this mess. Like, I just feel like they're just not lining up the way. Like, this maybe. Um, yeah, this was in the morning as well. Mm. Well, I don't know, guys. Like, it was just not of interest to me at all. I mean, again, this could have been, but I didn't really see any pin bar print at this action here. So really, look at it's just so messy. Honestly, it really is. So I'm whether we are looking for bullish or bearish buys, again, I'm gonna have to wait. Look at that. Like price is just in between all the moving averages, which I don't like what I'm seeing. It's quite simple as that. And I think right now, as far as US30 is concerned, I am just waiting for a breakout either way, because this seems to be an area of test, area of interest. I'm going to wait for a nice bullish or a nice bearish, whichever direction, a really nice like flare out, and then wait for retracement. But then I will probably enter at the same time, obviously following the trends of my pin bar, which is the nice fan outs. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I mean, another 15 minutes to be fair. When was this? Oh, this was 2nd of June. Okay, no, it's too far back. So yeah, so not really very keen on entering any of this right now. Oopsie. Yeah, so no trades were taken yesterday. I'm just gonna wait for a nice breakout to happen and then see where we go with that. Okay, just see if there's anything else that's interesting to look at. GBPUSD. Let's just do a quick look at GBPUSD. Though it's not a pair that I trade, but I do really want to kind of get back into Forex. I used to trade Forex early on in my trading days, and then I found like Forex pairs, I don't know. I think it kind of moved. When it moves, it moves. Otherwise, it's really slow. Compared to US30, I just like to be in and out quickly. So, hmm. So basically, on a weekly, we are on a downtrend. I'm just gonna go by my 200 moving average is clearly a downtrend. It formed low lows. I'm gonna go back to daily. Okay. Uh, It could be breaking up to the upside for a retracement, possibly because it's very close. Let me just off this so that it's less messy, shall we? Okay. So you see price was teetering in this range here. If you guys can see top here at the sell side liquidity, it to me it hasn't really grabbed the sell side. So I do think price it came out here, look, teetering here, came out, took the buy side liquidity, but then we've got the strong high, which I do think we are bullish on price. This is on a weekly though. Okay, let's just do, oh, this is interesting. So let's just do a 4 hour to see where we are with price. Yeah, I do think I am bullish on this. Uh, yeah, I do expect price to go up here, 1.26768, possibly at the 1.27 thousand area. Okay, so these are my areas of interest at this buy side, sell side liquidity here, right here at the top, taking out this liquidity to the left, which is, so my area of interest here would be 1.27 to 27,000, and obviously stop loss right below this. So let's just drop it down and see if we can get a nice entry right smack here. Gotta turn back on my Phoenix. Okay, we actually do have it starting to fan out here. Okay, we haven't really got a bullish pin bar to the upside. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on this and to see if we can get any nice bullish pin bars. So right now it's at a sell side liquidity here. It's probably testing this zone. Let's see what it does, because if it does cross over and go back down again, we've got a double bottom here already. We'll probably get a triple bottom. It might come right back down to get a liquidity grab at the bottom, but just based on what I think, I do think that, because actually, look, mm, we do have like buy side liquidity to grab. I feel like price always likes this side liquidity like that. But anyway, so we are at a zone that it is at teetering at the moment, which is quite a crucial area. Having said that, look at all the liquidity that needs to be grabbed and fair value gaps. Can you guys see this fair value gaps here? So I do really think price will push up to this area here, the bare minimum 1.2550, and then obviously the one that I said earlier was here, okay, which is on the higher time frame. So we'll do it step by step. So we do have this momentum up here as well. We'll just have to see what price. It could be kind of raging on a sideways pattern. So we do want to just keep this in mind. We don't want to be caught in that as well. Wait, I could literally just draw this, couldn't I? We'll draw here. Yeah, see. So we just want to see what happens with this really. It's already upward, so we want to see what happens at this zone. And then could possibly take out this liquidity area here and then drop right back down. So and then obviously come back down to this before it breaks out in one specific place. But you could trade channels to, at rejection zones, and then you get a bullish pin bar here, you could trade that. As of now, it's teetering in between my moving averages. So obviously on a 30-minute, it's not great. Again, on a 15-minute, not great either. So 5 minutes is fanning out, which is fantastic. So I probably would wait to see what happens, because this is a strong area of influence for me. I would wait to see what really happens. Okay, guys, so that's GBPUSD for me. So we'll just wait to see what really happens and if there's any trade worth taking. Might not really trade GBPUSD just because it's a pair that I'm not really very familiar with. So I've just done my analysis. I'm just gonna watch to see how it plays out, and then because I really do think that, okay, at least for me, okay, I do need time to get familiar. Even though I may know the technical analysis, I kind of be able to kind of just see daily the analysis from the higher time frame. But I think the confidence to trade it does take a little bit more time for me personally when I'm not familiar with the timings when a pair moves, or because every pair or every index that you trade, they have got specific timings that they move. You don't want to kind of be trading in a time frame that or a time period that the pair moves really slowly, especially with forex pairs. I do not personally, for me, I don't like that. I don't have the patience for that. I like to kind of see it move and then be out of the trade and get out of it. So yeah, sorry guys. Okay, so basically I think it takes time for me to kind of just study the pairs. So this might be interesting to just do it alongside US30, where I'm just doing analysis and kind of seeing whether my analysis is correct and how it works out. But yeah, you see, I do think it's gonna break this and go to the top of the channel. Uh, I mean, this was a bullish pin bar here. Look, there was an entry right there. So this over here, and how would I put my stop loss? I don't know whether I hit my stop loss, but oops, this would be my entry. Stop loss will be at the 15 moving average. Did not, but close enough. And then 1.5. Yeah, there we go. We actually hit take profit on this one. Yeah, but it is blending up. You can see that. Yep. So I'll just wait to see what it does. And yeah, guys. So that's that for you, GBPUSD. Take your time always to do web texting. Take your time to study the pair and get so familiar with it that how this pair moves, what kind of price action patterns it does often, and so on. Because I do think that it helps a lot in trading and understanding um these basic things. I think these are basic. I do feel like these are things that you should know as a trader. I mean, you can never get every trade, like possibly win every single trade you take. Like, I don't think even the best traders, like, that's, to me, that's just impossible. um so I do believe that you need to take some time to study it and understand your biases and be very familiar with whichever index or whichever pair you trade with. Okay, so that's just my analysis. So US30 today, I'm not really going to be doing anything much at all. I mean, it's going to start to fan out here, but yeah, it is. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I was thinking, where is my box, for God's sake? Like, yeah, okay, there we go. So it's just look at this mess. But yes, for those who actually enjoy trading through, like, just the ranges, that's great. Like, personally, I just don't like doing range sideway patterns. I just prefer to stick to my rule where it fans out, like you really, really can catch a whole nice move. And this is really what I enjoy, like this this move. Like, this is beautiful for me. Like, you enter right at the bottom and you just write the whole thing out, and that could happen like once a week, and I'm fine with that. I kind of now start to look at the success or my accuracy of my trading rather than the frequency of it, if that makes sense, guys. I think patience is something that I'm working on, and because it has taught me really, really brutal lessons in the years. And yeah, I don't like it. It gives me anxiety right now, like, very unnecessary huge lot sizes. Like, that gives me massive anxiety right now, because after a while, like, you take losses because of all your callousness and your lack of patience and your greed. You start to realize that, hey, if you really want to stay in this game long, you better buckle up, because otherwise you are just bleeding and bleeding. And you're gonna bleed till you die out, and you're gonna kind of not be in the game anymore. And I've realized that the way to win is to be in the game, right? If you get kicked out of the game all the time, how are you even in the game? And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys with this 100K challenge that I'm doing right now. In fact, I started this out just for fun, just to play out with the half trend and half speed, and then obviously now it's just gone back to my pin bars. But then I just feel like patience is key, and I'm just trying to display that with this. You're still in the game, we are still in the game with this challenge. We may not complete it by the time, we still got, I think, 7 days left, a week. But I do feel like it's fine, we can always get an extension. But if we had been greedy, if we had played with huge lot sizes, if we did not manage risk well, we would have lost this challenge by now because we would have kind of violated one of them rules. And there we go. We are not in the game anymore, and therefore the chance of getting even this 100K account is remote. Is it's not possible, and you don't. Then you just gotta spend again and take another challenge again if you wanted to. You know, you get what I mean? But where else round? We're still in the game, and there's still a chance that we're gonna win this challenge and possibly go on to the next phase, and possibly then just get a live account, which we then start making good money out of it. Do you guys get me? So always stay in the game, manage your risk, and trade safely, trade wisely, and trade patiently. So hopefully tomorrow with another video, and hopefully we see some nice moves today with US30. Let's just see how GBPUSD plays out, and I might set some alerts for GBPUSD for my bullish pin bars. Not so much bearish, but bullish pin bars to see where we go with that. And if I do end up taking anything, I'll then show you guys tomorrow. So happy trading and see you guys in another video.